Before we get in the video, please like, make sure to subscribe, turn on your notifications, go ahead and leave a comment below, and click on the How You Can Help, which brings up the Family Friendly Game website and gives you lots of ideas how you can help us. Thank you. Paul Berry, Family Friendly Gaming. This is FFG Answers on Don't You Want Me to Be Happy? Happy, 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 happy. Okay. I've noticed this in entertainment, and I believe this is a lie from Satan, personally. That's just my personal opinion. You hear people say, don't you want me to be happy? Don't you? I mean, you should want me to be happy. Here's where I have a problem with it, because first off, I believe the happiness and joy comes from the Lord. I believe it comes from serving God. That's my personal belief, okay? But when you hear people say, don't you want me to be happy, they usually want to go off and do something that's going to make other people unhappy, right? Right? Legit. Okay, so you'll sit there and see, you'll have a married couple, and they have a couple of kids, and one of them's like, I want to go sleep around. That'll make me happy. And don't you want me to be happy? I mean, you should want me to be happy, don't you? Well, now you've made 3 other people unhappy. So let me ask you this. Let's do math. Does your 1 happiness equal making 3 unhappy? Is there an equal sign in here? Is that what it should be? Your 1 happiness makes 3 unhappy? Because that's what I'm seeing in society and culture, especially entertainment. You know, it's like, oh, I just want you to be happy. Do whatever you want. And then they do whatever they want and it makes that person unhappy. And then maybe, like I said, if they're a married couple and they have kids, you made even more people unhappy. So I don't buy it. I don't believe it. And I think it's, like I said, I think it's a lie from Satan for you to go do something that is destructive to others, right? I mean, things like marriage are about sacrifice. Sacrificing for your spouse. Husbands sacrificing for their wives, wives sacrificing for their husbands, parents sacrificing for their children so you can get the next generation going. Ultimately, it isn't about you being happy all the time with everything you do. Right? I mean, because that's not going to happen. And a lot of people do not seem to realize that what they're chasing after 99% of the time does not make them happy. And you have someone who, let's say they cheat on someone, then they wind up being very unhappy. And then they move on to another one and do the same thing and do the same thing. Brother-in-law. I guess he's still a brother-in-law, although he and the sister-in-law got divorced. So I'm not really sure. And the sister-in-law is my wife's sister, okay? So they got divorced, and he has had 3 or 4 marriages since then. And he can't seem to be loyal very long. Don't know what the problem is there. But he's following that same mentality. Well, you should want me to be happy. I should be able to do whatever I want. And then when their adopted daughter starts acting like him, shacked up with a guy, oh, well, why is she doing that? That's horrible. Well, where do you think she learned it from? She learned it from you. And she learned that you said you should be happy, whatever you do. And so she thought she should be made happy with whatever she wants. Right? And of course, that shack-up relationship is not going to last much longer either. The point being, you know, just chasing your own happiness, you're going to keep chasing. You're not going to get it. You're not going to find it. You should find where true happiness comes from and follow that. That's my advice. And that's my opinion. I know this might be controversial to some people. They might be like, hey, that's not right. You should let me go be happy with whatever I want to do. Really? Let's take another example. So say you sit around and play Fortnite all day. It would make me happy to play Fortnite all day. Really? Because I've seen people who do that, and at the end of the day, they're not happy. They're mad because they didn't win. Well, everyone didn't let me win. They're not supposed to let you win. They're all trying to win themselves. So your choice that you thought would make you happy did not. And it's not so much what happens to you in life. It's how you react to it. That's what will determine your perspective and happiness. You know, if you have, I'll give you an example, the Apostle Paul in jail, singing happily, singing praises to God happily in jail. Why? He was in jail. That sounds like a bad thing. I don't know a lot of people who would be happy about being in jail. Do you? The point was, he was happy because he had God. And he was happy because he had Jesus in his heart. He was happy because he was able to react in a good way to a bad situation. In a good way to being discriminated against. He was able to react a good way into having, horrible things happen to him in his life. So you see, that to me is, if you sit there and broaden your mind and look at it from a better perspective, you'll see that it's not about, don't you want me to do something horrible to make me happy? No. It should be, you do something good and you sit there and find happiness from doing the good things. You find ways to serve others. Anyway, that's my thought on this topic. I'd like to thank everyone. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye!